What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mode video. So season 9 is just around the corner. We have about 2 weeks left, and we're already getting news about what the next weapon will be. And it's already something that I'm sure a lot of people already know because it has been in the game files for about 2 seasons at this point. And that is, of course, the Krig 6. I won't lie to you guys, this was one of the weapons from Cold War that I really wanted to get into this game. And that's because it was one of my favorite assault rifles when I was playing Cold War. I ended up getting diamond camo on it as well. So yes, it's a very, very strong assault rifle. It's something I really enjoyed using at the time. And keep in mind, we don't really have a lot of options for assault rifles, at least in that game, because some of them are technically already in this game, like the XM4, we have the M4, and also the M16. So there could be choices in the future like the FFAR, but I don't know if that would kind of get in the way of the FR556, since I guess they're, very similar weapons, but again, it's still possible that that may come out at some point in the future. And at this point in time, I think they've already stopped making Modern Warfare weapons because, let's be honest, like, we have all of those weapons already from that game. So it's time to move on to the next best thing, which is Black Ops Cold War. So yes, the Krig 6, like I said, it's a fan favorite of mine specifically, and it was only a matter of time before it started to come out. But I do have to say, based on the videos that I've seen, because from what I understand, it's coming out tomorrow early for the Chinese COD Mobile. But from what I've seen on footage, and thankfully they had the numbers there, I guess the damage values to show, it's going to be kind of a concerning assault rifle because it's really, really strong, especially in the first and second range. If anything, it's probably stronger than the pre-patched Kilo 141. So yes, it's a pretty worrying assault rifle. But of course, it's my favorite, so I'm probably going to abuse it myself. But yeah, I think it's important to share the damage values. So from what I've seen, the regular damage value is 30, but given that the multipliers are pretty high enough to make it a 3-shot monster, that's what matters the most. So I did take the liberty of calculating the damage values for the head and the chest. Keep in mind the rest of the multipliers, like the arms and the legs, are at 1 time. So the other ones, like the headshot, is like 1.5 times, and the chest, I believe, is 1.2 times. So the first headshot damage range, which is up to 17 meters, can do up to 45 damage to the head and 36 damage to the chest. And for the second headshot range, it goes down to 37.5, and for the chest range, it's going to be 30. From what I see on the stats, it is watermarked, so I didn't want to share the picture. The first range is up to 17 meters. The second is up to 26 meters. I think those 2 ranges count the most. And keep in mind, there are going to be barrels, obviously, that are going to extend the range, or I guess maybe decrease it. I don't know. It really all depends on what they have on it. I can't really translate all that stuff in Chinese. But it is pretty interesting because the range is pretty high, and all those damage values can be done within 26 meters. So overall, this is going to be a very good, consistent 4-shot kill weapon. And most of these maps that are in the game already support, I guess, like, they don't really go past 30 meters, or you're never really going to be in a situation where you're going like past 30 meters. So it's not really going to be a big deal. So 4 3-shot kills are going to be very possible with this at very long range. And keep in mind, like I said, it depends also on what kind of range extending barrels there are. I'm assuming that they're not really going to be that crazy. Hopefully not. Hopefully we don't see like 50% increases or, over 30%. So yeah, but I did see the attachment section as well. There are quite a bit of barrels as well as quite a bit of mags. For all we know, there could be high caliber mags, or there could be different types of fast reloads or higher capacity mags. Large caliber is probably unlikely because obviously the damage is already where it should be. If you had large caliber, it's going to be even worse. So yeah, most likely they're just fast reloads with certain mag capacities and different downsides and such. But as of right now, they're still not done leaking. Like I said, from what I've seen, it is going to be released later on today for the Chinese version. So there's a chance that the leakers are going to be translating every single mag attachment and what they actually do. But it's kind of crazy that it's coming early for the Chinese version. Maybe they're barely starting. I don't really know. I don't know if if their seasons are around the same time as ours. Maybe they're at a different point of a different season. But yeah, they are getting it a lot more earlier than us. We're gonna have to unfortunately wait for a few weeks. Maybe they probably did that just to kind of get feedback from them, and maybe they could balance it more properly. So for all we know, the damage values I just showed might not be final. Not only that, it is getting the mythic from Black Ops Cold War, that Mastercraft Dragon thing. It's gonna come out on October 1st for the Chinese version, and for us, probably way later down the line. Keep in mind, we still have 2 weeks left before Season 8 ends, so we still got a lot of time left to wait. So unfortunately, that's... man, I just don't like that the Chinese version gets everything so early, but it's whatever. But yeah, overall, the Krig 6 is a scary weapon that we might have to deal with very, very soon. Like I said, it's unknown whether or not those damage values are going to be final. Obviously, they might change it. Like I said, the Chinese version is getting it earlier, so they might provide some sort of feedback, whether or not it's too strong. I believe there are Chinese professional teams. Maybe they could say something about it. But yeah, the way it stands as of right now, it seems like it might be a little overwhelming, but hopefully they bring it down to earth a little bit more. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD mode content. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.